Ohio residents who favor openly carrying guns marched in Akron on Sunday. They met outside barbershop Kangaroo Kutz and talked with open carry critics. Shop owner Dion Slater and open carry advocate Daniel Kovacevic clashed last week. The two men have since settled their differences.
You are confused. You think you're about something, you think you're about showing who you are, and you think that it's cool to carry a rifle strapped to your back. You come in the hood all day if you want with a pistol. Who could say anything? You don't just carry ordnance like that around the city to make a statement. Things like that get taken. Things like that you don't have control over what you think you have control over.
I think that a lot of people here would disagree on that.
No, we absolutely respect your opinion.
Are you guys more intelligent than the police?
Hey, we've been holding walks just like this since 2012, and there's been no issues.
I sent you a message this morning to tell you to come on up back to the shop so we can talk again and maybe talk a little bit more. I sent it to you earlier today.
Cool.
Now, my thing is, I don't have a problem with anybody carrying a gun. I don't have a problem with that. With all that's going on, there's no need for a big gun unless you guys are going to put a badge on to go with it. If you're going to put on the badge to go with it, then you carry the big guns. Don't alarm everybody in the community or at the university when you got these shootings going on everywhere. That's my only issue. I don't care about you carrying a gun. I'm for carrying guns. You don't need a big gun that'll shoot the moon out the sky. We don't need that. That's my thing. That's my thing. I'm all for it. This is my business. Everybody that's business owner on this street, we've got students and children all around. So what's the purpose of alarming everybody early in the morning at 9 a.m.? It looks suspicious to me. So I'm going to come outside. Whether he was black or white, it wouldn't make a difference. You walking with a big gun, it's a problem. A little gun, I wouldn't even notice this man walking down the street with that little one. What I saw, it was not a guitar on his back. That was not a guitar. So he wasn't about to sing songs.
I didn't even see it myself until you turned around in my first video, bro.
I saw him, and he wasn't about to sing no songs up here with me.
Right now.
If we're not about to sing songs together, if we're not about to sing together and do something to change to make it better for everybody, don't make it worse. There's enough panic going on already. We got enough problems already. What are you doing to help your community?
I would like to sing with you. I mean, I'll sing and carry a gun. I mean, I will karaoke with you, man. I'll get down.
And I got karaoke in there if y'all want to do that.
We can sing together.
I wouldn't want the guns to be inside, but we could all go in there and we can get along. It's fine with me. I don't have a problem with no color or none of that. I got a problem with somebody that's bringing ruckus to the community.
And now that he's mentioned that, the media and a few other people on my Facebook, his Facebook, and his is trying to spin this in a racial direction. This is not about race. All right, can we all agree on that?
And everybody
if you hear me. If you hear me. This is not about race.
Not about race.
The day is coming. They're going to try to take the guns from all of us.
Give me a second. What everybody didn't know is we had a conversation before the police was here. And then I started acting crazy. So when the police showed up, I flipped out. And me and him talked, we exchanged ideas, and I understand his point of view, he understands mine. The major problem that I had was the big gun. That was the problem. I would love for something if he was to protect us if something took place. But that wasn't the case, and it caught me off guard. I reacted with my emotions, but I don't have a problem with no color or none of that kind of stuff. It's not about that. It's about being in my neighborhood with that, or being in my place of business with that. Disrupting my business with that, or disrupting my community with that.
Absolutely.
So that's where it's at with that. I'm fine with it. Just I don't want no disruptions or no old lady having a heart attack or an old man. So I'm all for it. So I'm for the guns, just not for the big guns from the movie Expendables. Okay?
We can agree on that to an extent, but the more people do it, the more people get out here and exercise their rights and keep doing it, the more normalization we work towards.
Precisely.
Yeah, eventually it's not going to be people having heart attacks and calling the police. Eventually, I mean, it's just going to be
once everybody's comfortable with it.
Exactly. I mean, the get there is by doing it, by getting out there and taking that step.
Well, let me answer something that you made a big difference between having a pistol and having the rifle. And I understand that a lot of people are very afraid of that. I'm not going to say that they're wrong in their fear. Instead, what I would say is, you mentioned a need for a pistol or a need for a rifle. Well, the truth is, I don't feel a need to have any guns, okay?
I'm not out here with mine. You out here with yours. I don't feel a threat from you guys. You obviously feel a threat from the community that you're in. I have my pistol right there in the car. Did I feel like I needed to strap it on here to protect myself from you? No, because I'm a reasonable man.
Well, okay.
So you all need to properly explain what you are doing. You're taking actions without thinking them through.
This specific
Is it taking action or taking precaution?
I don't have any need to feel that here with people who are reasonably discussing. Now, for some reason, you come in here into our community or in the communities you're in, and you feel a threat.
Crime can happen anywhere at any time.
It's indiscriminate.
If I had a crystal ball and I can predict when
You need a rifle on your back.
Hold on, I'm
I'm
answering.
talking about the rifles versus pistols.
I'm trying to make a point here. Let me make my point, and then I'll answer your question. If I had a crystal ball and I knew when crime was going to happen, I wouldn't need a gun because I wouldn't be in that situation at that specific time. Crime happens
So did I do
anywhere
the
at
right
any
thing?
time.
My thing is, did I do the right thing? Does he look suspicious if you don't know this man and he's carrying that big gun on his back?
Today
he
you
got.
know what? Yeah,
oh, he
he's
don't
not
got.
gonna say something.
Today is
We
different.
agree with that.
So,
You want to call the
today
police?
it looks
Absolutely.
different.
We
Today
know
I
the
don't
police.
see
We
the
form
gun,
partnerships with.
But when he came out, he had a big gun on his back when I saw him. So it's my duty as a business owner, as a person that provides jobs in the community, to say, where is he going with that? Let me stop this guy and talk to him.
No,
Or should I turn my face and act like I don't see him?
You could call the police and say, hey, I got a guy here that's walking down the sidewalk with a rifle on his back. Can you check him out? If you're that,
But I didn't get the opportunity to call the police. He called him for me.
See, I don't understand people. And you say
As
you're
was
not
shown in the
against
first
guns.
video.
You say you're not against the guns. I'm not sure I believe you because you got a sign on your door that says no guns.
Because I didn't want nobody to walk in with the gun today.
Yeah, but that's not gonna stop it.
He's keeping the peace to, you know, a reasonable degree or whatever he thinks is fair.
So if I took the sign down right now, would that make you feel better?
No, I'm not saying that. Well, I'm trying to say from our
Yeah,
perspective.
boy, I understand.
See, everybody's
If
not
I was here for a
responsible.
haircut, it would be
Everybody is not as responsible as you guys are that's carrying guns. You guys are more responsible than the average Joe. So the average Joe, I don't need him in here with a gun. I don't need Joe Schmo in here carrying a gun on him. We don't need that. So you guys being more responsible, then I can handle
The
that.
problem is, though, is Joe Smo don't care about that sign. If he wants to come in and hurt you, he's going to do it where that sign.
But Joe Schmo will get hurt when he come in here.
All right, you better say it.
Joe Schmo will get hurt if he walk up in my shop thinking he can do
And
that.
that's anybody. That's your business. That's your home. That's your family. That's your children. Period. I've been on this block a long time. I do the same thing for these guys right down the street where I work at BW3s. We all stick up for each other.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
But I'll take it off right
down
now
around
while y'all here. Y'all want to watch me take it off? Let me
That's stupid. That's not gonna get you. The officer inside told us to put this sign out. If y'all want to know the truth, told us to put the sign out so y'all couldn't come in.
You just don't know gun allowed in his shop.
I just don't want
That sign was
violence.
up. That sign
My
was
thing is
up.
I don't want
Put that
violence.
sign up.
We don't need the violence. That's my whole point.
And that's the big thing. That's why a
And
few of us been here all day.
sometimes guns bring violence. And me being a business owner, I'm gonna speak for my shop and for Akron University because I'm a student that came from Akron University.
Right.
And I have a right to speak for
Right.
my job, for my place of business and my school and the elementary school that's down the street. So I say I don't want everybody in here with guns because we don't know what can turn into what. Right. So to prevent that, let's not do the guns in my shop. That's all I'm saying. But if you want to carry a gun, carry a gun. I just have a problem with you carrying a big gun on your back. It's unnecessary to do that.
Yeah, but that's just a matter of opinion, though. I mean,
It
what's
is.
necessary versus what's not necessary.
But is it necessary at 9 a.m. at a place of business at the University of Akron,
Hey.
or the elementary school?
Well, hold on,
13
you guys are
years.
saying that you're
I ain't
acting
never been scared of
responsibly.
nothing.
You don't
I'm
seem to
just
really
saying.
understand what acting responsibly around weapons and firearms are. I grew up around it. You're carrying a rifle on your back that anybody can snatch off your back and shoot 25 people.
Has there been, do you have any examples of one that has happened?
So,
Let's flip that coin.
you point to your own example.
Have you ever
I'm
heard
asking
the first
you.
time it happened?
I'm asking you guys.
That happens all the time.
Three and a half
The
years.
most unexpected.
Hey, but-
It happens
I'm asking
sometimes
you
for
guys
the first
about
time.
What you got to say about it?
Why do you think it's responsible and intelligent
It was
to
me
carry
and
a
you
rifle
from the beginning. Anybody
around
that's not a
your
business
neck?
owner, anybody that is not
If you are
a business
Answer
owner
the
who's
question.
responsible
18
from
to
this
21,
community,
the
shouldn't
only
really have
option
too
you
much
have
say.
is to carry
They
that
shouldn't
long
even really
gun.
count
You can't legally carry
You
it.
carry a handgun if you're under
So if you would like to
18
walk around and have
and
your
18 to 21.
between the ages of 18 and 20, the only option you have
See,
is
now
to
you're
carry
messed
a
up
long
on
gun.
personal responsibility. You can't even drink at 20. You can't even drink at 18.
But you can serve the military.
Exactly. You can serve in the military.
You're fighting the wrong fight.
And they carry
You guys
weapons.
need to be arguing with them.
Oh, we definitely work toward legislation as well. We'd love to see it change. But
Okay, well, let
it's a slow process.
pistols are fine. but big guns are a problem. Like, where do you draw the line? You can't draw a line anymore.
I say a big gun is a problem if it's early in the morning and ain't nobody used to seeing somebody like this walking down the street.
What's big?
Is that normal to see somebody?
The biggest thing carried on me is a cup of coffee, bro. I'm just saying.
Nice to meet you, by the way.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Proposal for you. Hypothetical.
Yes.
San Bernardino, Wednesday.
If he was there.
Now, hold on a second. Let me
I
finish.
just heard about this.
Let me
speak on it.
If there's one man there, good man, with a rifle, and 2 bad people show up with rifles, are 14 people dead or 2 people dead?
It depends on how accurate and how well trained he is.
Exactly.
Now, are you a Green Beret?
It doesn't. You don't have to be a Green Beret. You can shoot a
Are you-
rifle, bro.
Let me see your record at the shooting range.
Some of these
your
people here
record.
probably
Can we
train more
put a
than law
can over there and you knock it off,
Hey.
knock the tip off of that tree branch up there? Let me see.
With a rifle, absolutely.
I want to see who got it.
All day long. This rifle right here is older than I am. 1956, and I guarantee you I'd take a can
I
out
can
of that tree
imagine
with it.
half these people here train more than the police use.
Okay.
I venture to say that.
But my thing was, is it normal to see a person
It's not normal.
walking with a big gun?
It's not normal.
So that was my part. That's the only
Absolutely.
position I played.
Absolutely.
I'm looking out for my building, my customers, the whole block, Akron University, Mason Elementary School. That's it.
Absolutely.
Now the media
And
took it and
rightfully so.
twisted it and turned it.
Oh, that's what they always do.
This has got a lot of publicity. Do you think there are a lot more people now that understand and know that open carry is legal?
I'm glad it educated a lot of us because it educated me as well. So now I know what it's all about.
We're all good people, man. I carry a gun 15 hours
Hey,
a
we're
day
Americans, are we
to
not?
protect
Yes,
myself.
we
all are.
Yes, sir. Yes,
We're in
sir.
the best country in the world right here,
This
bro.
is not a racial issue.
We're in the best country in the world right here, man. So that's all I got
So
to say
far.
about that. But
So
let's keep
far.
it that way, you know what I mean?
Hey,
Let's
we
keep it that way.
We can.
Right,
We gotta
that's
stop
what
the
I'm
people
talking
that
about.
don't want us to stay straight and united.
They-
We gotta stand against them.
they
There's more going on than what
they
I do.
intentionally-
It's not about this guy right here. It's a very much deep-seated issue than
They
that.
intentionally want to drive a wedge in
I
us.
teach concealed carry.
Do they not?
Okay.
Send them
They
to
want to
shoot.
drive a wedge
Even if they
between
just
us.
want to talk.
They
I'll
want
talk
us
to
to
you all
hate
day
each
long.
other.
Oh, I just ran out of battery.
Oh, snap. Come on, man. I was
More
just getting
education,
going.
more education, more educated everybody is, the less mistakes are made. Yes, ma'am.
So, do you think it should be normal that assault rifles should be on your back?
They're not assault rifles, first
Get
of
the
all.
term correct.
They're modern day sporting rifles. They're not assault rifles.
so that
That's a
should be
term
normal.
that you guys
So that-
coined.
So that should be normal. No, that's all I'm asking.
What is
I'm not saying it should
What is
be.
normal
I'm
for
saying
you?
it
What is
shouldn't
normal
be
for
an
you?
issue, though. I'm not saying it should be normal. I'm just saying it shouldn't be an issue.
Is a Lamborghini in
I
the city of
don't.
Akron
I don't
normal?
walk around with a rifle on my normal everyday things. Today I did, just because of this event. And like I said, this rifle's the same age as my dad. 60
What's
years
the
old.
reason for having it on you? What are you gonna?
Today?
What are you gonna use it for?
Nothing.
If you're not gonna use it, why even carry it?
Just let it alone.
When it can
Do you-
hurt
hey,
kids.
Hey, do you
It
carry?
can-
Do you have a fire
He's got
extinguisher in your
gold on,
house?
you got silver on. Why should he
And
be
that's why I
allowed to
don't
wear
carry my
gold?
fire extinguisher
you want
with
to.
me
should wear
because I don't
silver.
need
Because
it.
you want
You
to.
hope. What happens
There
if
you
you
go,
come
bro.
across?
That's
See,
right.
that's a
You gotta
different
boy, that's
How
where you
often
coming
does
from.
that
How
happen?
does
I don't know.
Lamborghini. Why does anybody need a
Well, crime
Lamborghini?
is
They go
different.
200
I understand
miles an
that.
hour. Get an
How
81
often crime
Chevette,
happens?
they go like
It happens
42.
all the time.
That's true, but at the end of the day,
It's
you don't even
personal
all
feel
day.
choice.
Is it better?
Crime happens.
My rifle's never assaulted anyone. This is my question. Is it better to walk in a predominantly black neighborhood with it, though, to get your point across?
Are you with the media?
You know what? I want to be on your side.
This
Do you want me on your side? That's the
People
question.
ask him that question.
But my question is, should you walk through a black neighborhood with that just to show your point of
I
carrying
don't
a
think it
gun?
should be a color.
I know.
Are you speaking in this neighborhood?
Not this neighborhood, but the first neighborhood he walked in that I heard about, because I didn't even know about
I
it.
live in Garfield Heights, man. It's a very diverse
I mean, it's
community.
good for our protection.
I know.
It's good for everybody's protection. If you got if that incident like what happened in San Bernardino happened here, and then you got somebody like y'all right here,
And it's
like what the
gone.
hell? Y'all was just eating wings and having beer, and then hey,
Well, I don't know
can't
about
have
the beer
right,
part.
right. But you know that been right on time, you know. So I don't know. I'm all just for making it be a better place, man.
That's what
Amen,
we're doing.
bro. That's what we all
trying to
do.
do.
That's what we all
Always
do.
thinking about it.
I think the term colorblind should be actually used. I'm tired of this racial crap.
I am too.
Plain and
Me-
simple.
me
I'm
also.
sick and tired of it. I'm so tired of it. Just because he's black, he's not allowed to carry a gun,
Right.
or he
That's
may
bullshit.
get harassed more than me. Why? What makes him different?
You're absolutely
Like I
right.
said, we're all Americans, plain and simple. We all have the Constitution as our backing. It doesn't protect just me, it protects all of us.
Right, exactly.
You know, so let's stop being stupid and coining, bouncing racism off of everything.
And sorry, a lot of that is to do with the media.
Absolutely.
And don't tell me it's not.
For the Akron Beacon Journal and Ohio.com, I'm Jim Mackinnon.